Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Weasel and today we're playing Qvadriga, a top-down turn-based horse carriage racing management simulation game. There are so many words in there. I will try as best as I can to explain this while I do a little let's play of this, and we're just gonna jump right into the campaign and where we are going to select our team with which we are going to compete in the races. They all, as you can see, have different buffs which mean different things, and I'm going to explain pretty much everything I see as we go along. Even though I want to jump right into the race, actually I'm going to explain a few things beforehand. So we're going to race against other horse carriages, and we will set up a team that will compete in all the different races and try to gain global and local fame. So these have different abilities, these teams. They play a little bit differently since they start with different, let's say, buffs or upgrades from the beginning on. For example, Rosata, the Roman army provides the best trained Aurigas, tough and skilled, as well as strong horses. Meaning that the guy riding, called the Aurigas, are usually a little bit better and have strong horses, but the carriage therefore sucks. The thing this guy stands on. The Albata is a team to choose if you want strongmen and fast chariots and fine horses, and we're just gonna pick them as they all have different abilities, and we're just gonna, you know, select one because I could just read that to you, but that would be kind of pointless. They're just different in the terms of what upgrades they have. Then you can set the names for your team mates or the guys you control, the little guys, and I'm just gonna leave that at random names, and a team name is gonna be Weasels. Weasels, that's the name. I'm not very good with names. Then you can select between static and dynamic turns. I'm gonna get to that later, but we're gonna go with static, which equals to the round-based game that this game is. It's round-based now. And we're gonna go with a normal campaign. You can select epic campaign, which makes it a little bit longer and more difficult. Alright, we're just gonna jump into the city, which we select from the beginning. We can select from one of the initial regions: Syria, Egyptus, Macedonia, Italia, Africa, Hispania, and Gallia, and I'm gonna go with Egyptus. And we have Cyrene, or I assume that's how it's said. And you cannot select the other ones. You do not have enough fame to go there. You need a certain amount of fame to reach those places. And we're gonna go to Cyrene, category 1, and that's the symbol you see below the name. It's hard to see, I guess, in the video, but this one shows which kind of track it is. You will see what I mean. But herbalism is the perk of this place, and half-price medical services are the result of that. So every city has a certain perk or a certain way it influences the game. So Cyrene, the city born in the spring, consecrated to Apollo, is a bastion of Hellenized culture on the African continent. As you can see, there's a lot of text to every city, which is quite a nice touch. You don't need to read that, but it is interesting. And it has a herbalism bonus, half price to medical services, which we won't need because there's going to be blood and broken bones and whatnot. I mean, just wounds in general. So, our local fame, we are unknown, and the global fame, we are also unknown because we have not competed yet. This says how many denarius you get when you win. 2,400. As a second place, you get 800, third 600, and if you finish, then you get 400 denarius. There are 4 participant teams right now. There might be more later on. Maybe they will go up to 4, but it's a short little track. It's a really little track to race in. You see the track from at the top here, and we're just gonna go to manage now, which is our next screen that you have to click through, and it says which team we are, our name, that's the normal campaign, how much money we have, 0, and now I'm gonna explain that screen as fast as possible without boring you to death, but it's pretty straightforward. You have these 3 different categories, pretty much: Aurigas, carriages, and horses. Here you can buy new Aurigas in case one of them dies, a new carriage in case one of them breaks, or new horses in case they die. You can also move them around with these arrows. You can put them, you have up to 4 slots, and you can move them, interchange them, whatever you would like to get the best combination. You might have to do that during the game. You can also sell them, which we're not going to do, and sell chariots or upgrade them accordingly how you want to play. Currently we can't do anything because we have no money. We didn't earn anything whatsoever. That's fine, no problem. So, also it shows what our upgrades are. And below the Aurigas, or these guys here, it will show you symbols. In this case, it's only a heart saying Constitution. Reduces the risk of being stunned and decreased skill reduction when taking damage. The carriage is improved in acceleration and the horses are sped up. It's quite the balanced upgrades, and you can buy better people, carriages and horses, and they will also upgrade just by, you know, using them. That will, you know, give them skill. Carriages, though, you have to buy or upgrade them. Anyway, I'm just gonna, you know, jump to the race. I hope that was clear enough. We're gonna go into that after the next race. And now you select one of your free horse carriages, and they are actually different. I guess these guys are the same, but the horses are a little bit different because every horse is unique. So we're just gonna go with the top one, Meripta, the Egyptian Meripta. Hope I said that properly. Probably not. Ha. Properly not. Drunk public. The crowd is throwing all sorts of things onto the Aurigas going through the outer lane just for fun. Yes, there's betting and there's an event for every race. Every race there's going to happen something different. It's like a random dice roll where you have an event. In this case, it's the drunk public and they throw stuff on the outer lane. So if you drive the outer lane, you will get damaged because you drive over stuff. Betting is something you can bet on yourself. You cannot bet on an opponent, so you can only bet on yourself, and it will, you know, increase the amount of money you can win. Our odds are 3-1, but we don't have any money, so we can't bet. But we're just gonna race for now, and it's a small race. We're just 4 people. It's actually good for the beginning, so I can, you know, showcase a few things a little bit more easily. So this is the race track, as you've seen on the screenshot earlier, and we're just gonna go around 3 tracks and we're just gonna start. So these are our opponents. If we hover over them, we see their upgrades, what they have, how many wins and losses they only victories they have. In this case, he has 5, 4, and how many have you? 4. Qvadriga. I hope I said that properly. And let's start. And this is where turn-based begins. Nothing happens until I select my turn. In this case, I'm gonna whip my horses, whipping them, making them faster, or at least like having a better start. Everyone whips at the beginning usually, unless you have a certain play you want to do. And depending on, you know, a little bit of luck and of course how good your horses are, you're gonna speed up. And I'm just gonna keep whipping, hopefully not lose my first place, but I just damaged my horses by doing that, because whipping them, you know, damages your horses. I mean, you're hitting them with a friggin' whip. So you're just gonna accelerate now. Stop whipping, actually. He's gonna keep whipping, which is dangerous. But, yeah, he can't do it. And he's speeding along us, which is fine. We're just gonna ensure stability. We're just gonna keep going. And, yeah, there's our turn now. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we probably are going too fast. Yes, as you can see, it says red. If it would have stopped earlier, it would have changed. But I'm gonna ensure stability. And we fell. That's a great start. See, I went way too fast around that curve. And we took that turn way too hard. And now we are stunned. We cannot do anything, and we're holding on for dear life on our horses. And what we want to do is ideally, you know, get over the finishing line, but we have 2 tracks to finish, and that is a little bit much to hold on to. Pretty much this is... I'm just waiting for him to be de-stunned so I can tell him to run away. That would be great. But I have no such luck. He keeps being stunned, which is the equivalent to holding on. Okay, now I can run away. Now I can decide what I want to do. I definitely want to run away because we're also going to go over our carriage. That would damage our guy, and we don't want to lose him because replacing them is extremely expensive. So I think I'm gonna run away from the track. Hopefully I'm not gonna get hit by Sandman, because that would kill him. I just hope that we're lucky here. Yes, we made it. He's safe, and we crashed, so we didn't win anything. And we lost the carriage, which sucks. But that is just something that's going to happen. So that was a short race, so we got eliminated. That doesn't help our fame. We didn't get any money because we didn't finish. What a shame. But yeah, as you can see, We don't have a carriage anymore, so this one is not able to race. And we are also injured. We can improve the healing process, which in this case will take 2 turns, by spending some money on our horse and our guy. But we don't have any, so we're just gonna have to, yeah, jump right into the next race and race, in this case, with Nibimis. Alright, the event. Quick reflexes. You will avoid the first laceration attack against you. That's helpful. And we can, again, not bet on us because, well, we don't have any money. So, let's start whipping and let's start, hopefully this time, not crash around. That would be just lovely if I could show you a finished race in this Let's Play, but I might not be as lucky. It's actually really difficult. Just keep whipping, Weasel. Hopefully our horses can sustain that. And I'm not trying to pass him. I'm just gonna ensure stability now. No, he's gonna come and overturn me. That's fine. He's on the outer lane. And I might want to... You know, I'm just gonna stay on that lane. Just gonna... Oh, he also moves... Oh, shit! He just hit a horse! What a douche! He just crashed right into a horse. He killed my horse. Now, that makes me slower. Definitely gonna whip my horses to, like, at least... And I'm moving outside. If you go too fast, you might also move to the side. Which is better than tumbling your carriage and just getting pulled along with your horses. But that is a big, big loss here that we just suffered. I'm going to do a major displacement, pulling me not into, actually to the closest lane. And yeah, this race pretty much seems over. Since we are very slow, we might just keep risking it. I'm actually going to risk it for the sake of this Let's Play. This is not considered to be a proper playthrough, just to show you the things and you know, the game itself. As you can see, there are the different dolphins, and that goes to show how far in the track you are. There are 3 laps, and for every turn there will be a dolphin flipped. And also you have these flags that show you in which position you are. We are last, so yeah, there it goes. 4th place. We really are really bad. Anyway, let's whip the horses. My horse took some damage here, but we're just gonna keep whipping. Hopefully, you know, just finishing will give us a few dinars, so that's gonna be nice. But I'm still hoping to be able to make it to, you know, 1st place. We're gonna have to replace our horses eventually. We only have 3 horses, and you cannot heal a dead horse. Yeah, I know, that sounds odd. Oh shit, I'm going way too fast around this, right? Let's hope I don't... Nah, we're fine. Since we only have 3 horses, we're actually not too fast. I'm just gonna keep whipping. Well, at this point, I might just, you know, stop whipping it. It's pointless. We're a little bit faster, but we're not gonna catch up to anyone in this race. So, you know, I'm just gonna ensure stability, which is super slow. But unless one of them, you know, crashes miraculously or dies for whatever reason, I am not going to win this one or even get 3rd place. So that's quite a shame. God, this one is really slow. You know what? I'm just gonna, you know, we're gonna have to sell you guys anyway. I'm just gonna whip you now, because otherwise this is going to take forever. Maybe, who knows, maybe we get lucky. I mean, things happen, as you have seen. Just like one hit can kill a horse if it's done properly at the right place, and if luck is at the, you know, is with them. But they're just riding away from us. They're just finishing the track now, and I'm just coming in last, which is super sad, but it's also quite alright. Yeah, I can't. Great Weasel, you just destroyed your carriage because you couldn't wait for a few more seconds. So, yeah, we're gonna finish the track, but we lost our carriage as well, so this player is pretty much done. God, we're so slow. This is brutal. Yeah, the horses are totally... They don't give a fuck, you know. I'm just gonna hold the reins, so at least we finish the race. Finishing the race is even worth something. It'll just give us like 300 or 400 denarii. Oh well. And well, at least that gives me a chance to talk about the interface, which actually is quite impressive. It doesn't feel like a mobile interface, but the game is actually available on iPad and iPhone, and from what I've seen, it actually is really easy to control as well. So the game is available for the iOS devices, and I think this fits it really well. This is the PC version, obviously. Yeah, I finished. Yay! Do I get something? Maybe I don't get anything. That would be interesting. I didn't. Finishing 600 denarios. Alright. No. How much did I get? 400. Alright. So, we're gonna veterinary care for horses. Yeah. I could buy that remaining horse, but I don't have enough denarios. So I'm just gonna care for our horses. We're not gonna sell them. We're gonna, you know, buy another one. Hopefully that will fix them up. He's still in the healing process. I cannot afford a carriage. So the only thing to do is go to the next race, which is bigger than the race before that. And event, medic sympathizer. Qvadriga wounds halved at the end of the race. So if I take, let's say, 50% damage on my Qvadriga or carriage jockey, whatever you want to call him, then he will be at 75% when the race is over. So that's quite nice. Doesn't help us if we die. That just means, you know, he's dead, because half of being dead is still dead. There's a figurative half dead, but not a literal one. That doesn't really work. Alright, you know, just gonna shake the reins. Not whipping too much. And I might just stay in the outer lane, going for speed. Even though the inner lane does speed up things. Okay, let's just keep accelerating. Yeah, I feel confident about this round that we might actually be able to score a nice place as long as nothing bad happens to us. Okay, we are at full speed, so I'm just gonna... Could speed up even further by whipping. I'm gonna crash into him. See, that happens. Just wanted to go safe. Okay, taking no damage. I was not fast enough. That's great. But taking some damage driving too fast in the outer lane. So I'm gonna ensure stability to not take any further damage. As you might be able to see or make out, the carriages do have different health meters. So the wheels can break, the carriage itself can break. Just like the horses, they can die individually. And you want to make sure that your inner horse is the strongest one. That ensures stability. It's actually quite interesting, quite intriguing how this all works together. It's like a very, very intricate board game, but like an intricate board game. Oh shit, he hit my horse. What a douche! He hit my horse again. I do not want that, so I'm just gonna avoid aggression. In case he decides to like go for me again. We're just gonna go the outer lane. Which is quite alright. I feel much better doing that. And... oh, why did I hit whip? I'm an idiot. That was entirely my fault. I'm gonna go there, and he's... oh, damn it, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, if I hold the reins, he's just gonna ride over me. I'm just gonna try to run away, and we made it. We crashed, and I think that actually ends our game because we don't have enough money to get a cart back. And let's just have a look. That might just, you know, end our campaign here. Vae victis. I think this means you lost. Defeat, you cannot maintain the team. Yes, because we lost all our carriages. And we don't have enough money to buy a new one. We're pretty much out of the game, which is quite alright. It just goes to show that the game is not that easy and you can screw up really fast. But we're gonna go to single race where you can, you know, practice if you like or just check out the different tracks, which we're gonna do now. We're gonna select Purpura. Politicians trains the most cunning Qvadrigas and they come with large ornate chariots. Let's do that. So we have, we can spend 3 points in this screen. And currently we have our nice Qvadrigas, our horses. And we're gonna increase the speed here, and we're gonna increase the skill for our Qvadrigas. So, normal difficulty, static turns. We're gonna go with dynamic turns because I want to show you the dynamic gameplay, which is a thing. And we can select a track. Let's go with, you know, let's go with, I'd say, Caesarea Island. I think this is a really big race, so we're just gonna go at it. And show you the dynamic form of the game, which is a lot of fun. It speeds up the whole game, and it's still turn-based, just in a different way. I haven't seen that before. I kind of like the idea. So we're gonna start, and this thing counts down. This is like the timer, and in this, after about half of it, we can select the next command we want to do, and if it runs out, it keeps that command, and it keeps doing that command until we tell it to do something different. And we're just gonna keep whipping to get a good head start here. And I like this mode a lot. You want to do the static one, though, you know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do medium displacement, gonna move to this closest lane. And can we make it without anyone crashing into us? Great. Looks good. Now, let's ensure stability for a little bit. And we might go into the curve way too fast again. Let's pull the reins. Oh no, that doesn't help. Okay, you know. That was okay, actually. That was surprisingly a really good turn. We just moved out one lane. But we didn't, you know, take damage or fall over. That's great. I think I'm going way too fast into that curve again. So I'm gonna pull the reins as soon as that turns down. Please don't fall over. Please don't do that. Okay, going slow. Whew, that went well. And then we're gonna whip again. Yeah, and as you can see, it's doing fine. We just can keep whipping. Our horses are actually doing really well. We are in first place. And one fell over. That's great. So he's out of the race already. That's good. And I'm just avoiding aggression right now. Not going too fast. And ensuring stability is a good thing right now. It's a little bit risky, but we might just be fine. It's not completely green. Our one wheel took some damage. That's quite alright. And let's whip it up again. Going really fast. I really like the dynamic turn. It makes the game feel much, you know, more real time. I mean, in a way it is. Ensure stability. Oh, I'm going way too fast. Pull the reins. Just be careful here, Weasel. Better to pull the reins. Oh, is he going super close in lane? Oh yeah, can we displace? Nope, we cannot displace properly, so... Damn it, that was a kind of wasted turn. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we're gonna... Oh, he pushed us over. That's good. That's good. Accelerate. And these two guys hit each other, pretty much being outside of the race. They cannot finish. Nope, there's no way that they're gonna finish here. No way. Just keeping stability going. Not go too fast, not risking too much. Avoiding some aggression, you know, ensure stability. Okay. And I'm just gonna try it. It's gonna be tricky. Hopefully we're not tumbling over. If we get pulled outside, we're gonna crash into one. No, we're doing just fine. Oosh, that horse took some damage there. Time to whip it even further. Time to whip it into shape. That's a little bit risky there, but if I have the chance to go first, I'm gonna take it. Okay, I'm not crashing, but I might lacerate to the right. You know, ensure stability. Pull the reins. That was close. I didn't realize we were that close to the turn. And we are in the inside. He's gonna... Oh, that's not a... No, okay, they're not gonna crash. That was the last round, so... I actually thought that was one more round. And we finished this one. I don't know at which place. Oh, actually 4th place, so... Well, since it's not a campaign, I'm not winning anything, but... that gave you an idea about the different races. And there can be up to 16 horse carriages, which gets quite chaotic and a lot of fun. But yeah, the game is available on Steam for 20 bucks, which I say is a little bit steep considering the mobile version is 10 bucks. And I would say 10 bucks is a fair price for a game like this for PC. If you have if you think the game would be fun but you don't want to spend 20 bucks, then I would suggest waiting for the sale. You know, like 50% off, 10 bucks sounds fair. Maybe even further if you're lucky, but other than that, if you're really into this kind of game, I would say go for it. The only thing I'm missing from this game is a multiplayer mode. That could be potentially a lot of fun. As a board game, you would want to play that with someone else, obviously. But yeah, that was Qvadriga, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little overview, this little let's play of it. And if you did, leave a like. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for watching again. I'm Weasel. I'm out, and I hope to see you around. Bye bye.